The sound of excellence in the house. The Agape International Choir, the Agape House Band, and your heart in sync with the sacred rhythm of your soul. As you're becoming more and more and more your real self, feeling the frequency and the vibration of God Almighty, all beauty and all joy that has welled up through this powerful music. You're beginning to discover that there's an overflow taking place at the very center of your being that's overflowing the banks of your present paradigm, so that it is allowing your center to expand, so that you're able to see more of the divine, more of the presence and the power and the love, and eliminate the mental virus that has you agitated by constantly seeing what's wrong in your life and the life seemingly outside of yourself. Say with me in this instance, virus be gone. Virus be gone. I set myself free. Now look around and cast a prayer for all of the beings here in the sanctuary and all of the beings who are streaming in from around the world. A silent prayer that the virus of the mind is dissolved and that their ability to see reality is increased. Oh, just let that prayer just bubble up from the depth of your being. And now look to the being right next to you, if you will. And as you just look at them, just take a breath. And look at that person and say, this is the moment. This is one of the moments I've been waiting for. Out of over 7 billion people, I'm sitting next to you. This is the moment. I get to tell you I love you. I love the God in you. I love the beauty in you. I love the joy in you. I love the intelligence in you. I love the power in you. I love the creativity in you. And I'm grateful that we get to set it free. That we get to unleash it and make a mighty difference in the world. Let's do this. Let's be this in the here and now. And so it is. Give up the love, touch, and agree. Sacred hug, high five, low five, dap. Have your posture wonderful, that you're receptive and available to the Word of God. I'm talking about the holy broadcast that's happening all of the time. The broadcast that is perennial, that is around us. The broadcast of life that is teeming with itself. That even the lint on this carpet is alive with the life of God. Everything teeming with the life of God. Causing Jesus to say at one point, if I do not find one worthy, I'll command the rocks to shout out to my name. We don't need that. We can shout out the name of God, the nature of God ourselves. It's called I am. I am. I am. I am. And so there's a full dedication to waking up. This full dedication to being right here and right now, catching the vibratory frequency of the Most High. We're already participating in the continuing theme of the month, which has something to do with moving up from the conspiracy for mediocrity and stepping into the divine conspiracy. Now, we have to be aware that there is a conspiracy for mediocrity. There is a conspiracy to dumb you down. There's a conspiracy to keep you in a box. There's a conspiracy to keep you from thinking. There's a conspiracy to keep you from creatively thinking. There is a conspiracy to have you walking lockstep in a societal fantasy in which you've been fooled that if you feed your acquisitive appetite enough, you will be happy. If you get enough stuff, and if you get enough stuff, whatever that stuff is, you will be happy. There are societal fantasies all around the world. We came back from Copenhagen, and they were telling us one of their societal fantasies is if someone becomes too good at something, people kind of shun them a little bit. If they can't really shine their light too bright because people will think they're all that. It's a societal fantasy. In our society, we have consumerism and materialism and grab and glab and get a sense of a fulfillment, you see? Rather than fulfillment, as you've heard that classic CD, where I said that, of course. Now, so there's this conspiracy. And you are succumbing to the conspiracy when you're not thinking for yourself, that is, coming into a divine coherence with the power and the presence and love of God, and allow for the all-originating thoughts emanating from the divine mind to pour themselves through you according to your uniqueness, so that there's inspiration and creativity and the unfolding of more good that you could possibly imagine, that your conversation is in heaven most of the time, that you're operating from solutions and answers, being pulled by a vision and compelled into right action as a way of living. If you are not involved in that kind of frequency, then you're succumbing to stagnation, and stagnation and hell mean the same thing. And so if you are involved in hell and stagnation and not listening to the powerful word on a cellular level, then you're succumbing to the conspiracy for mediocrity. Say, not here, not me, not now. I'm here for excellence. And you move into this space, and as we talked about at the beginning of the month, the moment you begin to consciously set yourself free, the moment you begin to set yourself up for an insight, for revelation and insights and sacred satori moments, in that moment, as you're pulled out of the limited race consciousness, the collective beliefs of society, there is a moment in which mediocrity always has the tendency to attack excellence. People don't want you to grow. Not on purpose. This is an unconscious thing. They want you to be in the muck with them. They want you to be in the pity party with them. They want you to be in the complaining, commiserating with them. And the moment you rise up and say, oh no, life is good. The moment you rise up and say, I live in the field of infinite potential, divine possibility. The moment you rise up and say, all things can work together and do work together for my good. I don't know how, I don't care how, but they're happening because I say they are. The moment you step into that frequency, there is a subtle and sometimes overt attack that occurs. And what begins to be activated within us is the archetypical vibration for women, which is the fear of being burned at the stake. And the archetypical vibration for men, which is the fear of being crucified. For the moment you step into excellence, you'll be burned at the stake, or you'll be crucified. But ultimately, if you keep on keeping on, you'll rise up like the phoenix bird. You throw away the boulder and say, ta-da, you can't touch this. You rise up, you see. And so we're not involved in the conspiracy for mediocrity. We're involved consciously in the divine conspiracy that is back of everything, hidden. Back of everything, there is an evolutionary impulse in every single thing. When you see the rose come into full bloom, that is the conspiracy, the invisible presence of God evolving and becoming itself as a bloom of the rose. When you bite into a beautiful avocado. That's good fat, by the way. You're seeing the evolutionary impulse emerge through the avocado, that apple, those collard greens. You're seeing an evolutionary impulse rise up as a tulip, as an oak tree, through the acorn. Behind everything, there's a conspiracy for the presence that's never in absence to become more itself, and that has particularized itself according to its infinite nature as uniqueness throughout all creation, and it's oozing to express itself. Now here's the deal. You have got to participate in it. It's not just going to happen anymore. It's not just going to, well, God is all of that, and I can kick back and let the evolutionary process carry me forward. That can happen for an apple tree. It can happen for some collard greens, but not for you, boo. Oh, no. You're at the apex of one form of evolution and the beginning of another form of evolution. The apex of one form of evolution says, you have evolved all that you can through natural means. The next level of evolution is you have to participate in it because you have a conscious awareness and the ability to think independent of circumstance. You've got to change your mind. You've got to choose your own thoughts. You've got to become involved in high conversation. You've got to study. You've got to pray. You've got to meditate so that you are involved with the next leg of evolution, which is a joint participation in the good of God, a joint participation in the evolutionary impulse of God, so that you are assisting yourself in rising up into a higher frequency with the awareness. The choice is a function of expanded awareness. So with every moment of prayer, there's an expansion of awareness. Moment of meditation, expansion of awareness. Real bona fide study, expansion of awareness. Coming into a field of a higher octave that you normally participate in, expansion of awareness. Participating in sacred service and giving of yourself, expansion of awareness. So that you're beginning to see not what your lying eyes are showing you, based on the chronic thoughts that have created a perception in which you believe that you're actually looking at reality when you're actually just looking at your own stinking thinking being projected into the world. Oh no! With an expansion of awareness, you begin to see, oh my God, there's a presence everywhere. It's actually hiding in plain sight. It's oozing everywhere. And I am its image, its likeness, its substance, its life. I have the privilege of expressing its divinity and its eternality, its creative force through and as me. I get to rise above the conspiracy for mediocrity and pray to such a degree that the virus that has captured the minds of many, that has us incessantly looking for what's wrong, incessantly complaining about it, incessantly bemoaning our fate, the virus of the mind that has us look for the worst case scenarios and seeing all of the negative things going on in human consciousness, we get to transcend and become inoculated from that virus and begin to get a booster shot from the presence. That doesn't hurt. The presence of God, except for the ego. Presence of God. And see, oh my God, let me look for the good, the true, and the beautiful. The good, harmlessness. The true, mysticism and science meeting. Different language, same perception. The beautiful, the aesthetics, the dance, the music, the art, the good, the true, and the beautiful. We begin to see it and hear it. And then we come into a deep, pure sense of coherence around it. The body temple hears the music. The mental body hears the music. The emotional body hears the music of our soul. The body of our affairs hears it. And there becomes a coherence in which our life represents the fundamental elegance of the universe. So we no longer have God in the sky on a throne. We have the presence of God in our own heart with every beating of it. The presence of love in our own soul with every sharing of every smile that we give. The presence of God moving through us with every sense of generosity, every sense of forgiveness, every sense of creativity. It is the presence becoming conscious of itself as our life. And mediocrity has nothing to do with us anymore. We live a life waking up to excellence. And then the 3 G's of today begin the 3 G's of what we're living for. Graciousness being the first G of the day. You have heard often that it is God's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. You've heard it over and over and over again, but there's another side to that. The other side to that is that you have to be gracious enough to receive it. That's graciousness. If someone offers you a gift and you don't unwrap it, someone offers you a gift, you don't receive it, someone gives you something, you don't accept it, then the giver hasn't completed the full circulation, and the giver is not blessed because it is suffering a stillbirth because of your lack of receptivity. God suffers a stillbirth until you receive the presence and then act by the good and circulate the good that you already know. Ran into an individual in the gym recently, and she was sharing with me how, she had switched over her place of employment from being a rocket scientist to an actor. And she was getting to receive some residual checks. But she wasn't cashing any of them because she was used to getting a check every 2 weeks, and she was afraid that if she put it in the bank, she would spend it and become broke until the next check came. And I said, no. You've got to receive it. She says, I got a drawer full of checks. I said, no. Receive, you don't have to spend it, but you do have to receive it. Receive those checks so that you can create the space for more to come in and circulate what you need to take care of yourself and to take care of things you believe in. Receive it. And she was like a little hesitant at first, and then finally she said, I'm going to go home today and I'm going to put all those checks in the bank. I said, all right. And then I heard about it on the radio program. KGLH, they were talking about Oprah being here and all of that. And one of the DJs said, that Beckwith guy, he's kind of accessible. A friend, when I went and saw him at the gym, he gave her a full teaching on how to receive her good. I said, whoa, this stuff sure gets around. But here's the point. Graciousness is akin to receiving the gift of the Spirit. First G of the day, graciousness. I'm available, I'm open, I'm receptive. Check yourself as I am saying this. Is there some good trying to come into your life that you're presently blocking? Is there some space in you where you're not open to the good that's trying to happen? Just check, just no judgment, no blame, shame, guilt, just awareness. It is God's good pleasure to give us the kingdom that is all of the power and presence and love, all the sacred qualities that are everywhere. Are we receiving it? Are we accepting it? Say it with me, if you will, today. I am receiving more good than I can imagine.
I am receiving more good than I can imagine.
I'm available to the good of God.
I'm available to the good of God.
I'm available to the peace of the universe.
I'm available to the peace of the
I'm available to the elegance of the Almighty.
I'm available to the elegance of
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And so in this dynamic of the first G, which is graciousness, we're finding ourselves receptive. And so with the virus of the mind beginning to disintegrate, as we move through the world, we're available. We're open to more good than we can imagine. We have a tendency to believe that with every phone call we get, there's good news on it. With every mail that comes in, there's good news in that. We're looking for it. Every time we turn the corner and meet somebody new, we're waiting for the good news. Is the good news coming through you today? Is the good news coming from you today? Is the good news coming from you? What you got to say? I'm waiting for the good news. I know it's coming because it's everywhere. Where's it coming? Where's it coming? Where's the good news coming from? It's all around me. Oh, I see it. It's on the stop sign. Stop. Oh, I see it. It's on the blinking sign. Yield. I'm available. Oh, I see it. Walk with the light. Yeah, the signs are everywhere. That's all. I'm seeing it everywhere. Everywhere. And so we begin to just listen. And you see the sacred speaking to you because the virus is disintegrating because of your spiritual work. And then you step into the second G, which is generosity. Being generous of the Spirit. As I was speaking to a degree about on Wednesday evening, you want to begin to enter into your day with this particular task. Everywhere I go today, I am going to give more than I take. This begins to be a spiritual practice. Because with the virus of the mind and with the mediocrity that runs through the gamut of a high-tech, low-touch society that's built on materialism, you're taught to get more than you give. You want to get over on somebody. I'm going to go in late and leave early. You know, it becomes a part of a thing. I remember one time, many years ago, I worked in the post office during the Christmas time. And I went in and I was doing my work, and I was doing it so well that the brothers pulled me to the side and said, "Hey, man, slow down. You're supposed to make all this last all day. Don't do it all in an hour." And he said, just cool it. You know, we're moving, we're grooving here. And I couldn't do it. Still can't do it. You know, I'm not programmed that way. I want to be excellent, you see. And I remember at the end of that Christmas holiday, one of the supervisors came and said, "We want to offer you a full-time job." And I said, "That's beautiful, it's wonderful. I don't think it's my destiny, but I appreciate the offer, you know. I gave more than I received." You want to enter every encounter giving more than you could possibly receive. Now, here's the deal. You're not trying to get back in that encounter exactly what you're giving out. The universe handles that. The universe, as I was speaking about, is an old saying that says, put the universe in your debt. When you give more than you're receiving in a particular encounter, the universe ain't playing that. It's not going to allow you to outgive it. So it is going to find a way to give more, and it'll come through a place of someone that's giving more than they're taking from you. Or it'll come up in different ways. You know, people you don't even know, and circumstances and situations bending themselves so that if you're gracious enough, you can receive the largesse of the kingdom, you see. That second G is generosity. People are afraid to be generous. They're afraid that they're going to lose. They're going to be taken advantage of. They're not going to have enough. Well, the Spirit of the living God, through its law of the universe, always puts more in the hands of the givers. It's the way it operates, you see. And so, say with me in this moment, I'm a downright generous being. I love being generous. I love generosity. I love generosity. I love being a fountain of generosity. And all of my needs are always met. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. That's the way it is. And so we're flowing with graciousness. We're flowing with generosity. And we're talking, you know, just the heart. We're talking just, you know, when you meet somebody, are you encouraging? Are you tearing down their dreams? You know, are you bringing some mode of inspiration there? Are you jealous of something good that's happening to it and taking it down? You know, we're talking generosity, not just in the flow of your supply of money, but just in your spirit. Are you generous? Are you generous, you see? It's so much fun to be generous. It's so much freeing. It's so much, oh, God, it allows you to hang in the frequency of bliss more perpetually. And we always have to bring in the G of gratefulness. We can't go through a service in a day without bringing in the frequency of being grateful. Bringing in the frequency, if I have time for only one prayer today, it's got to be thank you. If I got time just for one prayer, there ain't no time left. Thank you. I don't even know what I'm giving thanks for yet, but I know if I enter into its field, something will show up. Let me just enter into the field of gratitude. There may be all kinds of stuff going on, all kinds of drama, all kinds of seeming obstacles and hindrances. But let me pray for the strength to be grateful. For this breath, grateful for my life, for my existence, grateful for all the ways that I have come through. I remember a number of years ago, I was shown certain things that could have possibly have happened to me that I didn't even know about that I was saved from. It was like, wow, really? I didn't even know. But they showed it to me. And so we live in the gratefulness, and it creates a force field that presses from within out, and ultimately the pressure inside of us is stronger than anything pressing from outside in. This is what gratitude does. It creates an armor, a vibrational armor around you. So that the things that are going on in the world of effects and circumstances and situations, people, places, and things, the past that you can see with your eyes, and I always teach that what you see is the past. It's the past. It's the coagulated thought forms that have manifested as experience and circumstances and situations. They're simply the past that we're running into. You're not going to get your happiness from the past at all. Your happiness is intrinsic. It's present, and it is absolute, and it is eternal. When you come into a field of gratitude, you're coming into the eternal field of the God presence, and you're living just a little bit above the world. You're levitating above the world. Levitation is not just your body lifting above the earth. You can take elevators for that. You levitate above the lower frequencies of fear, doubt, and worry, anxiousness, anxiety, resentment, and animosity, scarcity, and lack. You levitate just a little bit above that into a higher frequency. Spiritually radioactive. Gratefulness. Gratefulness. I'm grateful. Repeat after me if you will. I'm so grateful. I am so grateful that I'm beside myself with joy. I'm so grateful that I've caught up with myself with joy. That I am now myself in joy. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Here we go. Feel into this right now. Feel into this right now. Deep breath. Graciousness, generosity, gratefulness are the vibrations that are pulling us this morning, extending and expanding our awareness that we are no longer victims of our time or space, no longer pulled by the conspiracy of mediocrity that would dumb us down or keep us in incessant fear and worry about a future. That we are aware that we may not know, as the saying goes, what the future holds, but we know it holds the future. The dynamic presence that is never an absence, of which the past and the present and the future are all simultaneously bubbling up and being transmuted into the holy now, where there is nothing but life, nothing but beauty and the joy this side of the veil and the other. There is no diminishment of life with the passing of the body temple. There is no diminishment of love or creativity. Life, God, love, beauty, elegance, joy become the activity of our awareness. We become strong in the vitalizing feeling tone of excellence. Oh, God. Whatever the universe has called you to do today, use it as an experiment in graciousness, generosity, and gratefulness. When you see each other, go into the deep recesses of your soul and realize that person in front of you is standing in proxy for the entire universal presence of God. We're all holographic expressions of the only life that there is. Okay? So when that person is in front of you, you are dealing with the presence of God, okay? And when that connection is made, regardless of the surface, whether they're God in drag or God in elegance or God in powerful, whatever, beautiful colors, when you meet that presence in your own soul, not within them, because sometimes they may be mature, they may be immature, it doesn't matter, it's not your deal. But when you're meeting the presence, then the presence, which is everywhere, meets you everywhere you go. It shows up. Remember me? You saw me and that person over there. Here I am. You remember me? You saw me over there. I'm right here. I'm everywhere. Oh, and you met me in the most ridiculous places. You saw me in the most difficult places. You looked for me in the most hard places. And now you see me everywhere. Oh, my God, that's generosity of the heart. And the fountain of brilliance, luminosity that is unfolding from the depth of your soul. You begin to see it. Begin to feel it. Ah, so good. So good. Say it, so good. So good. So good. So love. So beauty. So joy. So abundance. So prosperity. So power. So intelligence. So genius. Let it erupt in me. Let it flow through me. Let it happen now. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Take the breath. Turn within in this moment. And we become devoted to waking up, to setting ourselves free from the intoxicated sleepwalking, the intoxicated drowsiness, intoxicating doubt, intoxicating worry, intoxicating fear, intoxicating sense of separation. We wake up. We wake up. Oh my God. We wake up and we transcend the emotional body that sometimes goes through moods. We transcend the mental body that sometimes goes through its anxiety. We transcend the physical body that replays the anxieties of the mind and shows up as different conditions. We enter into a transcendental state right now. Come with me. Come. Don't be afraid. Come on. I got your back here. Come on. Come into this sacred space of the I am. Let go of your worries. Let go of the fears now. Come with me into the field of gratitude and thanksgiving. Come with me and begin to see like you've never seen before. A dynamic, loving, giving presence that's never, ever an absence. Come with me. And let us begin to feel that it's not far away. No, it's here. It's now. It's our life. Closer than our neck vein, as the Holy Quran would say. Closer than our breathing, closer than our hands and feet, as the Bible would say. Closer to us than we are to ourselves. One. And from this sense of oneness, come on, come with me. Don't let the virus of the mind take you away. Come with me now. From this sense of oneness, the word is spoken. The holy word that is everywhere fulfilling itself and singing itself into expression. We catch it and we rebroadcast it today. Let there be light. We broadcast it today. Let there be love. We broadcast it today. Let there be beauty. We broadcast it today. Let there be joy. We broadcast it today. Let there be abundance and prosperity. We broadcast it today. Let there be wholeness and strength and vitality and well-being. Let there be life. And let it be life abundantly. Every organ, action, and function of our being is right now recalibrating itself around the vibratory frequency of God Almighty, God All Beauty right now. Peace of mind. Oh my God. Peace of mind, joy of mind, love of mind, abundance. And more than words could even begin to describe. Will you come with me? Yes. Come on upstairs. Come. I see it. You're amazing. You're so beautiful. I want you to see yourself the way I see you. I want you to see yourself even beyond that. I want you to see yourself the way God sees you. See it. It's happening now. It's happening now. Ricky BB, help them see it.
Out of sorts are you, but you will find your way back home. Like the spirit from the breath of a body it had known, lifts into the wind, to the place where it returns to love again. For we land in love again. We land in love again. Fly away, little bird. Don't be afraid, we land in love again. We land in love again. Build your faith on these words that we land in love again. Breaking out of you like the one who sits in jail, thinking how it all went wrong and how the system failed, till the tears subside and the freedom in the soul begins to design how she will land in love again. And he'll land in love again. Fly away, little bird. Don't be afraid, we land in love again. We land in love again. Build your faith on these words that we land in love again. Oh, land in love. You will make it through. Find your way back home. Let the spirit in your breath heal the pain that you have known. Lift into the wind, to the place where you return to love again. Land in love again. We land in love again. Fly away, little bird. Don't be afraid to land in love again. We land in love again. Build
this. Feel into this. Feel into this. Take the hand of the being sitting right next to you and feel this powerful vortex of prayer.